Vicki with Mindful Minute, and today is January 14th. The Life of Experience. Even if one glimpses God, there are still cuts and splinters and burns along the way. So we often anticipate a reward for the uncovering of truth. For effort, we expect money and recognition. For sacrifice and kindness, we secretly expect acceptance and love. For honesty, we expect justice. Yet, as we all know, the life of experience unfolds with a logic all its own. And very often, effort is seen and kindness is embraced, and the risk of truth is held as the foundation of how humans relate. However, the reward for breathing is not applause but air, and the reward for climbing is not a promotion but new sight. And the reward for kindness is not being seen as kind, but the electricity of giving that keeps us alive. It seems the closer we get to the core of all being, the more synonymous the effort and its reward. Who could have guessed? The reward for uncovering the truth is the experience of honest being. The reward for understanding is the peace of knowing. The reward for loving is being the carrier of love. It all becomes elusively simple. The river's sole purpose is to carry water, and as the force of the water deepens and widens the riverbed, the river fulfills its purpose more. Likewise, the riverbed of the heart is worn open over time to carry what is living. All this tells us that no amount of thinking can eliminate the wonder and pain of living. No wall or avoidance or denial, no cause or excuse can keep the rawness of life from running through us. While this may at times seem devastating, it is actually reassuring. Because while the impermanence of life, if fixed on, can be terrifying, leaving us preoccupied with death and the very same impermanence, if allowed, its infinite frame can soothe us with the understanding that even the deepest pain will pass. Bring into a view a recent moment of disappointment. Was there a particular outcome or response you were secretly hoping for? Rather than focusing on the fact that what you hoped for didn't happen, try to understand what is the heart of what you were hoping for. Was it being heard, being accepted, being loved, being seen as someone of value, or simply the need to be held? Accepting this disappointment, try to understand what you received from the life of experience. And this is something that, when it's practiced, is so effective in life, in my life. When I am able to let go of outcomes and let go of the expectations of justice, the expectations of acceptance and love. And that was a hard pill to swallow when I first started having to look at that. In recovery, it's something that we do a lot. It's called looking full circle, where what part do I have in this, and what was I expecting, and does this affect my security? Does this affect my, what is this triggering in me? And it was hard to look at it, and I still sometimes miss it, right? Sometimes you don't realize why something is upsetting you or why you didn't get bummed out, but that's why this quiet time and this reflection and these activities and doing it every day for me has been so powerful and effective, and it's built these muscles of um, freedom from expectations sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes. It's built muscles that now I am able to look at life with wonder, and I am able to look at life as an adventure, and realizing, and that You know, Mark Nepo and his analogies are amazing. And when it talks about the riverbed and how the riverbed, widens when the water just keeps going through, and it is, but the riverbed fulfills its purpose more. So the more, I guess, to me, what really speaks to me in this reading is that the more I go through and the more I overcome and the more I experience and the more I learn, the more I'm able to fulfill my purpose in this world. And that could be on a very granular level, just with my everyday connections with people. And I am very humbled by this reading. I'm very touched. And I like the truth of it. This may at times seem devastating, it is actually reassuring because while the impermanence of life, if fixed on, can be terrifying, leaving us preoccupied with death, the very same impermanence, if allowed, its infinite frame, can soothe us with the understanding that even the deepest pain will pass. And it does, it always passes. And then we get new ones, and it's, it's a river, right? This river of life is ever changing and ever growing and there's things that we get caught up in. So I am just grateful that you're here. I hope you have a beautiful and wonderful Wednesday, and I will be back again tomorrow. This reading is from January 14th, and it's called The Life of Experience. Have a beautiful day. Be well. Namaste.